Hey guys, what's up? It's Sora here, and we're going to do a little bit of a different type of video today. I'm going to share with you a little bit of a lesson, so to speak, in saving. In saving your hero stones, they're hard enough to earn as is. They're expensive if you are a dolphin, a whale, or whatever. I'm going to share with you the exercise I go through to save your stones. I'm going to do that by sharing with you my story today, which is that God Eater just dropped. God Eater 2 just dropped. I'm a new player. I don't have any God Eater 2 units. My first natural reaction was, I want those units. And then my brain suddenly came up with all of these reasons, and I'm going to break down for you today. So let's start with the God Eater summon, right? Just dropped today. And it's a very tempting banner to summon on, despite what it says on paper. God Eater summon got dropped with improved leader skills for each one of the God Eater units, number one. Number two, they also dropped with the cheap role model with the type collection 5, 10, 20, then 50, right? So it's a very tantalizing summon, and that's by design. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that. But this is just ban COVID doing its job. Some people like saying trap banner. I don't, because it's a banner that's effective in getting people to spend stones. That's what Banco wants people to do. So I've done a lot of posts in the past saying whether it's a good idea to summon or not. The score on Reddit is something I do regularly, and it's effective for a lot of people, but for a good chunk it's still not, because they find themselves wanting to summon regardless of whatever happens. So I'm going to share a process with you of what I go through to not summon on these banners despite me really wanting them. So let's take a look at my wants, right? Since I saw this banner drop, I had wants. And it's safe to have wants, even though I had no intention of summoning this banner. My wants were Judith, Edna, then Vague, or Reed. Judith is because I wanted an alternate costume for my 6-star Judy. Edna because it's Edna, a very rare shot healer. Vague because he's a great slash finisher once he gets his MA, which hopefully will be soon. And then Reed is because he has two-turn delayer for thrust, which I'm lacking. And he also has a good leader skill with art +5, right? So they're good units. There's no question about that. It's more, okay, why am I summoning? It's because of those reasons. What I do to counter that is I take a look at my pool next. And I arranged this little party here to kind of prove the point of my units, which is Pascal, Estelle, Velvet, and Leon. These 4 units are direct substitutes, if not better substitutes, than all 4 of the God Eater units. I'm going to quickly break that down. Cowgirl Pascal is another costume unit, similar to GE Edna, and her attack and art plus is actually higher than that of Judy, or of Edna's. So she has Link Boost 4, Force 5, and art +2. And if you were to force me to use one or the other, Edna or Pascal in the party, I would use Pascal. Next is for Judy. So for Judy, my direct substitute would be Halloween Estelle. Halloween Estelle just does a 2.3 flat attack boost to all units, regardless, with no downside. It's unfair, some would say, to compare a 6-star unit to a 5-star unit, but that's beside the point. The point is I already have her. And the point is I don't need Judy, the unit, I just needed Judy, the costume. So really, there's no justification for me there to even want Judy and use her as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Next, we have Vague. Vague is going to be a great slash finisher. There's no doubt about that. And I even compared her to EX Velvet in my score post. Here's the thing, I already have EX Velvet. EX Velvet is just as good as a finisher, and she also has a delay, and she also has a circle boost. Vague does not. So, in a sense, I'm looking for a worse unit, even though I already have a better unit in here. And again, it's a 6-star to 5-star comparison, but still, the fact is I already have a unit. I do not need vague. No. The last one is read, and for that I use Yukata Leon as an example. Leon is simply a better or read. He's simply a better read. He has a slightly higher LC, but also 3.0 rather than 2.0 square boost. He also has Link Boost or an Aura Plus with Forcefulness 5, even if you get his MA down the line. So I don't really have any reason to get Reed other than to double up on 2 turn delayers. And that's kind of the major convincing point here that I'm trying to share, is that before you summon on any banner, you have to take a look at the units you already have. It's because you're going to find that some of your units do a similar job, maybe not exactly the same, but do a similar job to the units that you're looking for, even though they have shiny costumes or cheap stats or what have you. Lastly, let's say I was really obstinate about this, right? And let's say like I want to summon on GE. I don't have any GE units. I really want that Edna. I've been chasing her for a year. Blah 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 blah. Right. So okay, that's fine. You can pull for faves. I always endorse pulling for faves. But here's the last thing that you should consider: is this the best chance you're going to get for each unit? If you take a look at the summon pool again. So 5, 10, 20. That's their designed to entice you. To entice you to do like the same way that this entices you. To do a take a chance, roll the dice. You have roughly 1.6% chance to pull a God Eater unit from any of the rolls that you make. So times 18, that sounds good, right? No, it really doesn't. For the cheap steps. So 3 plus 5 plus 10, that's 18 rolls. Before you go into the normal price ones. The discounted rolls aren't that great. It really isn't. Especially because you have to consider that common pool is here. Edna and Reed particularly have been reissued in those type collection summons, where there were only 5 of them in each of their own type pools, you know? So if you take a look at this pool, this is slightly condensed as far as the common pool is concerned. You don't have any of the Awakening or EX units, and that might be a good or a bad thing for a lot of people, but you're still looking at a 16% chance at just the 5-star, and then you have to get over the 10% chance to even get a 5-star. So even as a banner in itself, without taking a look at the units, this isn't a banner that will have a great opportunity for you. You will very likely have another chance at these units. And don't take that as prophecy, just take that as looking in history. Edna has been reissued twice. Reed, I think, once or twice. So unless you really want Judy, for example, and I think she's been reissued as well as Vague, I could be wrong, but long story short, these are units that Bamco is obviously not afraid to reissue. And as someone that is saving stones, as someone that is starving for stones, if you're a newbie, you should be looking for summons like that. You should be looking for stuff that will give you a lot of bang for your buck. No more, no less. So that's a long-winded way of saying don't summon on GE, right? But that's not the point I want to drive home. And the point is, I hope that for future summons like GE now and in the future, you will go through a similar exercise to what I just went through, which is, number 1, to take a look at your wants, and take a look at the units that you already have and compare those to your wants. Then finally, take a look at the banner again and see whether you're getting the right price for your buck. Now, that's no fun. It seems to be, it's because it seems I'm talking down on you, right? Well, I'm going to summon. I'm going to sacrifice my own stones to prove a point, which is essentially putting my money where my mouth is. I'm going to summon despite knowing that I'm probably going to be salty. And it's because, number one, I've been blessed with the amount of stones that I have, and I can afford it. Number two is if this is the summon therapy after all, so this will be the one video in my library that hopefully will convince people to take a second look at their summons first and have a fun time doing it. A fun time at my expense, and that's fine. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you when I summon for God Eaters. Okay. I think we're about to be ready here. So this will be a short summon. This is just to essentially waste some stones for the sake of the lesson video that I already made. But I'm going to be summoning step 1 to 3. The wanted units are right there. Judy and then Vague Reed. This is the one summon I'm hoping that I don't have any luck. Because it will kind of diminish the point, but it's fine. It's for fun. I want Judy for the costume primarily. Because the summer costume, I like changing her out of it sometimes. And Edna, Vague, and Reed for obvious reasons. Edna being a shot healer, Reed being a thrust 2-turn thrust delayer, and Vague getting an MA soon. So let's do this. Alright. Probably nothing. Okay, nothing. Nothing on step 1. Well, not that I was expecting anything. Oh man. Actually, just limit broke a lot of music earlier. So that's going to the limit break pile in addition to these other two. Are all of them bash? Oh, Ruka's spell. Never mind. Okay, step 2. Ooh, probably nothing here again. Yep. Man. Raven. Ugh. 4-star mint doesn't heal, I don't think. I miss a 3-star mint already. Okay. Yeah, nothing here. Nothing here. Should I try limit breaking? Do I need any more? I don't think I need more space. I think I cleared enough. I think I cleared enough. Hold on. Before we summoned last time. 302, 305. Okay. Gonna do one last summon for the road, guys. See if we get lucky. Uh-oh. Maybe no aura. Oh, no aura too! Oh my goodness. Okay. Rainbow? Okay, we do have a rainbow. We have it, someone at least. Well, okay, we got Judy. We got Judy's costume at least. That's fine. I was scared by the no aura in step step 1 to 2 or step 3 earlier. Alan not having that aura was a scare for sure. I actually wanted Judy the most for odd reasons. Huh, I don't know who this one is. Are we gonna get blessed with 2? Probably not. I would assume we're not. I would assume that's the only one. Okay. I think that's about 9. Is she new? Oh wow! Could have sworn I saw her already before, but I guess not. Okay. And that's it. We just got Judy, I think. Yep. So, if you guys haven't read the the score post, you should. Judy's the least meta unit of all the four of them. I really just wanted it for the costume, and that's it. But yeah, she's okay otherwise. Her last passive is a Link Boost 5, so there is that going for her. But otherwise, you're free to skip for most of the time. But yeah. Hey! So, we got her in the end, I guess. But yeah, I hope that you guys had fun with that, and I more hope that the point of the video still stands, which is that before you summon, you need to take a look at what you really want from the banner. Because stones are hard to come by enough as is, and the last thing I would want is for anyone to have someone like that, how I just did, and it mattered. For me, it didn't matter as much because I was trying to demonstrate a point. I was ready to spend those stones. For other people, they might have taken a risky gamble, and honestly, the fact that I got Judith is nothing short of a miracle. That was a 1% chance that I just broke. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. If this will help people to be more cautious about when they're summoning, or to summon when it really counts and get the units that they want, then those 35 stones will have done its job. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching this series. We will continue this with episode 3. Peace.